What's up with it? We are back with the Madden Redemption series, a series where we take an NFL player who had a disappointing year and we try to redemption them into the Lombardi Trophy. We are 3 episodes in of Mr. Derrick Henry is the first player to be featured on Madden Redemption. Coming off of a 21-13 loss against the Chargers, we are 1-1 getting ready to take on the Cleveland Browns. Now, just a reminder, if we are able to win this game and Derrick Henry gets 100 yards, we are going to be trading for a top tier receiver. If we lose this game and Derrick Henry fails to get 100 yards, then we downgrade his speed by 10. So that's what's at stake here. Now, if we get 100 yards rushing, but we don't win the game, that's what happened last week, then nothing happens. So, yeah, that's what it is. Alright, so let's get into the game against the Cleveland Browns and let's see how this pans out. Alright, so we're just starting off, and already the Cleveland Browns have scored a touchdown. So, we are going to try to match him here with 2:21 left in the first quarter. Derrick Henry showing a pretty decent run, 5-yard gains on the play. Last week we had 80 rushes on the ground, however, we did accumulate 20 yards rushing through the ground game. So, yeah. Gonna go with a little bit of a play action pass here. See if we can get a block. Tannehill's throwing it, and incomplete. Now I'm player locking on Derrick Henry in this walkthrough, so even though I'm the coach, but as far as who I'm controlling in the game, it's only going to be Derrick Henry, so we have a little bit of a more authentic as we get a draw play. Already up to 15 yards on the night. Love to see it. So, yeah, a lot of big names happening in free agency. You have Mr. Russell Wilson to the Raiders. So we'll see if there's any Russ magic left in that one. And my favorite team, the New England Patriots, have signed tight end Austin Hooper. And we re-signed Hunter Henry. We extended him, so hopefully we're able to get some more production in the passing game, as well as Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett played pretty well last year for the Commanders. I think he won about 7 or 8 games, but since the New England Patriots are drafted 3, we're probably either going to take Jaden Daniels or Drake May as the end of the first quarter comes to an end. But we are driving. We already had like a couple first downs, so good opening drive here as I'm going to run the Texas route. Oh, I have to hike it. Because everything is bigger in Texas, except for their brains. That's another story, but everything else definitely bigger in Texas. I don't understand, it's a good run, but I don't understand why they named some of these routes, and then you have plays you literally have pass plays that is like scat. Like, if you don't know why that's messed up, then probably don't want to know, or you're probably too young. So it's probably Odell's favorite pass concept to run, if you catch my drift. Oh, and we're able to get in. Derrick Henry really controlled that possession. I was talking about Texas routes and scat and Odell Beckham Jr., but we're able to drive down the field. I think who the hell is our quarterback? Is it Will Levis? All I know is it's Tannehill. We got a good pass off to D-Hop, and we were able to tie the game up. Let's see what they do. Okay, so we stopped them on defense. However, they got us pinned way back at our own 5-yard line. And we only have about 2 minutes left to go, so we'll see how aggressive our offensive coordinator, aka Madden, that just calls the same plays, pretty much wants to be. So I'm pass protecting here. Tannehill is just going to get rid of that thing. I think Ryan Tannehill's still a free agent, isn't he? I don't know, honestly. Third down and 4, we're able to pick up already 60 yards, so as long as we get 30 more yards, we're able to win this game. We get to trade for a big name receiver, which is going to be pretty hyped. Pretty hyped up. Running 5 wide here. This looks like Ryan Tannehill threw it away or he got sacked. One of the two. As it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. I'm going to chip the end here, get into my route, pitch it back because I'm a fucking dumbass. Okay, so like, I know like, okay, this is going to be a side ramp. So I do realize that to hard cut in this game is R1 in the left stick. But like, it takes a while to get used to because you're holding turbo already with like, I don't know, maybe I'm just a dumbass. I should probably just quit because I did that. Try to get funky with it. I didn't call for that one, by the way. I did not call for that. Probably should just run the route how it's designed, because even though, take a time out here, even though you'll have routes and you know that you're not going to get the ball, but a lot of routes are actually designed to take defenders with them so that it creates space and opportunity for other receivers. So essentially, it's like offensive linemen just moving people out of the way, but they're receivers. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to run my streak. And we fumbled. Looks like, and they got possession. We had a nice drive going down for a while. Ryan Tannehill's freaking out. He was saying he's throwing it. Let's see. Let's look at the replay. No, I don't know. Don't know what Tannehill was complaining about. I mean, he was clearly a fumble. And we got Deshaun Watson, the man of many massages, that just scored. So, usually should probably kneel it out, but I need the yard, so see if we can. Okay, so that's going to be a decent game. It's not going to show how many yards we got going into halftime, but driving, we turned the ball over. So we're in a 10-7 hole going into the second half, but we get the ball back. But yeah, so you got the Tennessee Titans. Obviously, the Houston Texans have had a phenomenal season, really, from the draft all the way up till the postseason. So the AFC South has been pretty dead for a while. So I think that the Houston might be the team to beat in the South. But so the Patriots cut Mac Jones. And well, they didn't cut him, they traded him to Jacksonville for a 6th round pick. And honestly, like I was thinking about this too because they put up like a stat or whatever on Trevor Lawrence. Derrick Henry continues to eat, and Mac Jones, like this, contrary to beliefs, at least according to the stats, he's not that far off of Trevor Lawrence. Now I wouldn't call Trevor Lawrence a bust because obviously he's had pretty good seasons. Obviously had that one crazy comeback win against the Chargers where he threw 4 interceptions, but I think he was able to cancel it out by throwing 4 touchdowns in the second half. So obviously he's not a bust, but I don't really feel like he's really done much. And I think he kind of benefited from the AFC South being kind of weak throughout his tenure so far. And, Mac Jones has to. I mean, I know, like, when Brady was there, which is kind of funny, that the East was looked at as the weakest division, but it's been pretty tough, I mean, ever since 2021, since Mac's been there, so. We'll see if it'll be the return of the Mac, as they say, in Jacksonville. Definitely. Pretty cool story, being that Mac Jones is from Jacksonville, so gets to go back up there. That's my fault. I did call for that one. And get to play for his hometown team. Definitely pretty awesome stuff to see. As we got a big 3rd down and 12 here. Had a pretty good drive, but we get to midfield and we can't really do much. And, they might have a chance. I don't know. Okay, so we picked up the 1st down. That's DeAndre Hopkins, of course. He is bailing us out with the 1st down as the drive continues. We need to get a field goal to tie as the 3rd quarter is approaching a close. Derrick Henry must be tired. I wasn't paying attention, so Spears. Honestly, if I had Derrick Henry in, that pisses me off because he probably gets that 100 yards, but fatigue in Madden is a real thing. So Derrick Henry checks back in on this 2nd down. Probably only needs, I don't even think, we haven't caught one single pass. But we did score a touchdown, looking to make it 2, as we are only 6 yards away as we get a weird, funky looking glitch there from 100 yards, and then if we win, we get to trade for a stud receiver. Get out of my way. That's Derrick Henry's 2nd touchdown of the game so far. I'm pretty sure we've eclipsed 100 yards with that carry. If not, we're only probably 2 yards away from it. But we take the lead into the 3rd quarter, and it's looking like we are going to be back up on top. So we're in the 4th quarter. They pinned us back at our own 4-yard line. 4-minute offense is in effect. Gonna try to milk off as much clock as possible, make them burn the timeouts, and get out of here with the win. Uh-oh. It's a nasty cutback move. Yeah, we're already at 1. 17 rushes, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Definitely a redemption game. Obviously, we're looking bigger picture, not just the one game, but the season, as I'm calling for that one. That might be our first catch of the game. Still mixing up pass plays, even though we probably need to do more runs, in my opinion. But we want to put the kill shot on these Cleveland Browns. Another joke, because I was talking about... Never mind. I was talking about scat, and I didn't even realize we were playing the Cleveland Browns. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I guess that means I'm just, like, funny unironically or something. I don't know. I got in Myles Garrett's way, and he's able to hold on. Ryan Tannehill had a pretty solid game, 10 for 17, 136, nothing special, but definitely a serviceable game. But Derrick Henry, obviously the run game is carried so far. Defense has been played all right. Well, I don't think they only had like 2 possessions, but I don't know what happened there. All right, they're gonna take our timeouts. I think one first game we'll be on our way to winning this thing. As Derrick Henry pushes forward, flipping it to the other side. And we were able to get the first down. Definitely not going to pinch that time. And 3 kneel downs should do it. As that'll put us 2-1 for the year. And I'm going to have to go back and check the stats after this game. As we might have to run another play here. I don't know. Alright, couple of kneel downs. And that should about do it. I'm going to put it out of bounds just because. Well, I'll snap it with like 3 seconds left. Alright, pretty solid win. Let's look at the stats here before we go trade for a studly wide receiver. So, through the air, Derrick Henry had 6 catches for 45 yards. Rushing those where he made his biggest impact, as we had 22 attempts, 129 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Definitely should put us, going into this game, I didn't show the stats, but going into this game, we were number 2. I think we were behind Saquon in like overall rushing, but I'm thinking after this performance, we should be leading the league in rushing. Only sucks because I don't even know when the trade center is, like, or the trade deadline, week 5 or something. So, only got a few more weeks, and then it's going to be all, like, ratings based and all that. Oh, gotta advance. Didn't want to do that. Alright, so after this game, we are still second. Let's just go to the overall. Okay, so Saquon, we're still about 60 yards from Saquon. We're tied for touchdowns and all that. So yeah, we're number 2 so far, but yeah, thinking we're gonna catch him. I think it's kind of rigged. Although Saquon, that's another free agent, play for the Giants, and then he switched to a division rival, Philadelphia Eagles, which, I mean, the Philadelphia Eagles are looking like a mud team at this point. But yeah, so I'm not going to show the trade. I'm actually going to save it for next episode. So there's a little bit of mystique, a little bit of wondering on which studly receiver I'm going to be traded for. But by the time we get back next week, we will have a stud receiver. And yeah, appreciate you guys for checking this episode out of the Madden Redemption. And I hope that you guys tune in to next week where we get a steady receiver. Definitely not Odell Beckham Jr., the scat favorite. Alright, appreciate you guys.